Hello everyone, so this is a quick bike check on my Commencal Meta AMHT. I've had this bike since March 2020, so I ordered the bits 12 months ago and then finally got around to building it about 11 months ago. In that time I've done about 1,000 miles. So in terms of component, yeah, the Commencal frame, it was bought as a frame only. Bomber Z1 150mm forks, Hope Fortus 26 rims on Hope Pro 4 hubs, Shimano XTM 8100 12-speed drivetrain, Shimano SLX M7000 brakes, MV DH carbon bars, 800mm wide, seems to suit me weirdly. ODI grips, tend to use Wahoo for my bike computing stuff. So yeah, I've got a Wahoo Element with crank and rear wheel sensors, and I'm wearing a heart monitor most of the time. GoPro bracket on the handlebars. It's crap, but it's useful like for a dash cam style thing. But the GoPro 9 that I use on it, absolutely brilliant, absolute great piece of kit. Gemini Titan 4000, I think, front lights. So the one with the 4 lights across it. The rear light is just basically some Planet X stuff. Fox Transfer 150mm dropper post, WTB speed saddle. I've been using WTB speed saddles for well over a decade, so I don't know whether my arse is just formed to them or they just form well to my arse, not sure. Oh, and DMR Vault pedals, it's the Brendog ones. So it seems a bit weird actually doing the bike check now. I'm actually about to break this bike down. I'm going to change the frame out and the brakes. The brakes, nothing wrong with them. They're quite powerful and everything, but I've just got a spare set of XTM 8000 brakes, so it just makes sense. In terms of the frame, absolute brilliant frame, don't get me wrong. It's very efficient in terms of a pedaling platform. Great at big hits, take it to a bike park. It's diamond, take it to a trail centre, yeah, annihilate it. It's about as fast climbing as some of my friends on XC bikes, but that efficiency I think comes from a lot of the probably the strength, but the stiffness in the frame. There's very little compliance in the rear end, which is fine normally. It's got 150mm dropper, 150mm fork, so if it's a big hit, you know, easily absorb it. But for the really chattery small bump stuff like XC around in the Cotswolds, where you're hitting lots of small stones and you're either having to climb on that or it's just level and you're pedaling, you can't bend your knees to compensate for that, and it just travels through the frame. So where the front end is really compliant and plush with those forks and those bars, the rear end's just a nightmare. So I'm going to have to sacrifice some of that efficiency, get a bit more compliance. So, you know, probably go for a Ragley steel frame. But yeah, I mean, if you're a bit younger and or you don't ride that sort of stuff, this thing's perfect.